Hello children. Today we will read and understand the lesson Children at Work from your text It So Happened. Children, before we start this chapter, let me ask you a question that how many of you are aware that many children run away from their homes? They run away because of the bitter and bad experiences at home, as some are dealing with very serious issues such as neglect, drug and alcohol addiction of their own or their parents, mental health problems, violence, and abuse. A few children are even forced to leave home by their parents or carers. Others are trying to escape common problems such as bullying, relationship difficulties, loneliness, or family breakdown. Many children run away on the spur of the moment without and forward planning, meaning that they probably haven't thought about where they will go, where they will sleep, or how they will manage to support themselves. This means that many children end up the streets when the problems they face one often even worse than those they have endured at home. In many cases, children and young people who end up alone on the streets are at risk of many types of exploitations like drugs and alcohol dependency, abuse, and violence. So, my dear children, running away is not a solution. Many of these children face unexpected experiences and are forced to do different kinds of work that they actually don't like doing. Children, this lesson is about Velu, a 11-year-old boy who had run away from home. Children, Velu was an 11-year-old boy who had run away from home. He reached Chennai Central in the Kanyakumari Express without a ticket. He had no money for the ticket, but luckily the ticket collector didn't come to the unreserved compartment. He tried to sleep on the floor near the door, but the group of men playing cards and shouting made him sleepless. After getting off, he sat on a bench on the platform, putting his small bundle down. In all his 11 years, he had never seen so many people. He watched them very carefully, and he felt the noise was terrible. He was feeling miserable and exhausted. He had eaten nothing but some peanuts and a piece of jaggery. In these 2 days, he carried a shirt, a towel, and a comb in his bundle. Velu was awakened by a rough voice. When he turned around, he saw a girl his own age wearing a long banyan that reached her knees. Her hair was stiff and brownish, and she had a huge sack on one shoulder. She was picking up dirty plastic cups from the floor and stuffing them into her sack. She asked his name and inquired whether he had run away from home. But Velu didn't want to share his secret with this strange girl, and he had run away from home because he couldn't bear his father beating him for one more day. His father would snatch all the money Velu and his sister earned and spend it on drinks. The girl asked about Velu's plan, but he didn't answer. When he felt hunger pinching him, the girl told him that she could find some food if he wanted. Velu caught up with the girl. The two came on the road. The girl helped him cross the road with her. They walked along the side of the road. There was huge signboards above them. The writing was all in English. Velu understood nothing. This showed that he did not know English. They walked for a long time. The girl pointed out to the one building with the wall around it. Velu read the Tamil sign on it. It was Central Jail. The girl laughed. She told him to be careful if he wanted not to be inside that jail. Velu said that he hadn't done any wrong. The girl said that it didn't matter. The important thing was he shouldn't be caught. It was still morning But Velu's bare feet burned as the sun blasted down on the tar, and he was soaked with sweat. He was thinking about the food, and after an hour they stopped in front of a big building which was an auditorium. He read the names of the groom and the bride, and he saw big cars parked outside. When the girl told him to come, looking at the huge hall and the people inside, he asked, "Are we going to eat here?" She led him behind the hall where a huge garbage bin was overflowing with rubbish. Two goats were standing on the pile, fighting for a banana leaf. She picked up a squishy banana and held it out to him and told, "Here is your food." This girl's name was Jaya. She picked up a couple of bottles from the heap. She said she had to do her work. Seeing her going, Velu panicked. He followed her. Jaya went around to one of the huts and dumped her sack outside and picked up an empty one and told, "Let's go." She threw him a pair of old shoes without laces and pushed a sack and a stick into his hands and asked him to go with her. Velu was confused and thought about the work which she wanted him to do with those things. The only work he had ever done was on the landowner's farm, weeding and taking cows out to graze. So he asked her, "Are there any farms in the city?" She laughed at this and told him that there were no farmers there and they were rag pickers. Velu had never heard a thing that people collected things from rubbish bins. She clarified the fact that it was not rubbish they were collecting, but only paper, plastic glass and such other things. He was puzzled when he heard that they sold it to Jam Bazaar Jaggu. He asked her who he was and why he was buying all these, because he had heard of people throwing away rubbish but not buying them. She explained him that after buying this he sold it to a factory. Jaya told she had no time to waste like him, but Velu didn't move from there. He was thinking that he hadn't run away and come to this new place to dig through garbage bins. Children, after hearing the story of children like Jaya and Velu, just think about yourself, that how privileged you are. By giving this thought, I am concluding this chapter. Thank you and take care.